Hello, I'm Moris, and I'm back again with some more Pharaoh. Now, Pharaoh is a game that, I enjoy, I love, I really do love, with all my heart. It's also a game I'm not very good at. To put it mildly, but I want to become better at it, and yeah, this is my journey of becoming competent at this game. There we go. Today we should be starting off with Abedju. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly for the two native ancient Egyptian speakers out there that might get offended otherwise. So yeah, let me finish pouring my beer and we'll jump right into it. Alrighty. Now we should be at Abedju, unless we ended up going to the other place, which I didn't really want to go to. That's okay too, but I prefer more peaceful missions. Military in this game is pretty primitive. Yeah, we had Abedju. The other mission was Bedet, and there's a lot more military involved. Here there is some, but not that much. Can we speed settings? There we go. I want to scout out a nice little place for us to build. We have to build it on this side, since the Kingdom Road, it's a lovely mechanic, is on this side. And I'd say I'd want to build probably a block around here. What sort of farms do we have access to? Barley and flax. We can probably put a few barley farms there. Check out what we can explore. We can explore linen, gems, wood, which we don't have. I think linen is probably going to be our best export. Or beer. But we need a dock for that. Annoying, but can be done. Anyway. Start building up a little block here. One thing is, I'd make it a little bit longer. Now, how much money have we got? A shit ton, because this is normal mode. So we might as well start plonking down our... Actually no, let's plonk down our pavilion over here. For no particular reason, I just wanted it over here. Turn to deities, who do we have? Only Osiris, good. Makes things nice and simple. Make it like that. Start building up our projects, so to speak. Projectsville and Project City, and yeah. This is going to be as nice of a place to live as you can probably imagine. What shall we have here? We need a firehouse, and of course, omnipresent exposed, as well as a lovely, lovely police station, obviously. Since we're already at it, we might as well build our apothecary. No reason not to. Get our water supply, which is pretty popular with residents over here, from what I remember. And start planning out the beginning, the early stages of an industry, I suppose. Yes, 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 employees needed. Who'd have thunk it? Stop blocking off these roads. Music is pretty damn grim for now. Probably because things aren't going too well for our city. Slowly but surely they'll start moving in though. And that's going to be our industrial area, I suppose. Well, the beginnings of an industrial area. But of course we need other things as well. Namely, other types of food. Specifically, shoot there and do that, I believe it was. Specifically, to eat, we'll be needing fish. This is the sort of mission where we need fish. It's the only source of food we have unless we want to start buying it, and Lord knows we don't have that kind of money yet. Might have 8,000 Devons to our name, but it's never quite enough. It's never quite enough. But a physician. But of course build some more houses too. To house the low wages. I finally know what wages are for one thing. Wages 30, kingdom pays 30. I don't see what the problem is here. Don't see the problem. Now, fish is a pretty good way to get food since it's constant throughout the year. Let's maximize the space we have at least. And for fish we need a shipwright. And of course some fishing spots. Hoping that this is long enough. And our granaries will go around here. If necessary, we'll make another housing block for more people, but we have no idea if or when that'll be necessary. Let's build a couple shrines to Cyrus. Make the bloke happy. No, we will need is a bazaar, absolutely. 100%. The bazaar is open for business now. But of course, the much less bizarre granary will need to be stocking up with food. Oh well. Apparently some plots are too far from a road. They'll just delete themselves, it's fine. Apparently the fishing spots are further down along here, so if I'd been more efficient I would have built my shipwrights over here in terms of fishing. But there's also the alligators, the crocodiles. So they're fairly safe where they are, and we'll be getting a modicum of food. For now, at least. We also need to make a master vase in this place. Which will be great because we don't have bricks. We can make... No, we can't even make clay. That's how much this place sucks. Abedju is a piece of shit place. Which is why I'm tempted to start making weavers. Although weavers... No, we'll make brewers. We can make the weavers over on this side, because odds are most of our cities aren't going to be using that sort of shit, so. Make a lovely water crossing over. Here, perhaps. Or maybe one from here to here. Something like that, yeah. Then we can start farming beloved flax. Hey, Rhombicosahedron, Jesus Christ, your name's hard to read. Rhombicosahedron. Good evening to you two. Let's crank up the speed, since we've built the... God, why isn't it clicking? We built the skeleton of a city, and maybe if we can actually click the options button, which only works 5 times, we can start seeing it run. People are very pleased with me, of course they are. On me. Thank God for me. Food levels are low, yes, I know they're low. We're working on that. We currently produce enough food for... how many people? 340 people. Great. That's not a lot. That's essentially what we have here. We can always import some more if needed. In fact, I'm tempted to. But first, some barley farms. Oh damn. I did not think this was going to happen. Oh no, I can do it, yeah. So we've got enough work camp. I need another work camp essentially. Let's build you over here. Get the roadblocks going. Yeah, annoyingly enough, the architect isn't going to. Let's do something like this. Let's try and pretend that we're clever. Folks over here and. Yeah, let's do that. Now it resembles something functional. Wait. Why did I plant a bunch of flax farms? I want barley, goddammit. Big mistake. We want barley farms. Because we're going to be making brewers. Because brewers are... well, barley farms are easy to work with right now. Let's build a storage yard first off. Build an emergency storage yard here before everything goes to shit. But more importantly, let's make something resembling an industrial area. It'll be connected around something like this. We'll have a storage yard right here. You accept none, except for half barley and all the beer you can get. You will accept none. We will accept up to 3/4 of barley. Now let's connect you up. Start building up the infrastructure that will support our industrial area. Hope that there's enough food and or water on these parts. And connect you up over here. And just like that, we've already gotten rough cottages. They're not too happy about these ugly buildings around them, but the good thing about this industrial area is that we can plonk down some things that aren't, strictly speaking, industrial. Conservatories aren't too undesirable, so we should get away with building one over there. People shouldn't get too pissy about it, hopefully. We can provide some entertainment, people will be happy. Oh, and build a shrine to Osiris, because he loves to fuck with us. Okay, now that we've got an actual functioning storage yard for this stuff, 4 breweries should be fine. Special orders, yes, no. What we need is a trade route to Mennefer. They'll buy our beer, unless someone else is willing to buy even more of it. Not for cheap. I'll have to keep in mind that, yeah, Noob sells the bricks. And I'll be needing those bricks, so hell yes. But yeah, Mennefer. Beer, let's export it when we have over 400, yes. The game knows. The game knows. The game knows what I like, apparently. We won't be evolving past ordinary cottage for a small while. Apparently there's not poor access to workers quite yet. So let's see if we can get away with building a dock over here. Well, that guy's already got the big dumb. Otherwise, I'll consider building it over here, which might be a better idea, actually. They've got poor access to workers, but honestly... yeah, building it over here makes more sense, honestly. I'm pissing away my money like this, but oh well. I just hope this is... yeah, it might not be close enough though. Walkers are very finicky in this game. Let's see how far you get, man. Got that far. Hey, Proto Z-Mag. What's up? Did I hear a little noise? Excuse me. Oop, wrong button. Thanks for the follow. So that's what the little noise I heard. And apparently there are no workers nearby this dock. Even though they're pretty close, they are not close enough. Damn. What are our objectives on this mission? Okay, we'll need... I can't leave. I know that feeling. Know it all too well. Since it wants us to make... that's too far. Let's make a second housing block. Although, no, the dock is supplied. And we don't need it currently, so... we're in no rush to actually have a dock. I just like having it. Something we will need, however, eventually is to buy some wood from Byblos. But even just a trade route is prohibitively expensive. Yeah, not sleeping sucks, man. This should be just about far enough for our labor guy not to get too pissy about this. Poor access to workers, we'll work on that. Heh. No, we are going through something of an unemployment crisis. No, we're unemployment. Okay, so that's fine. Typing up spaghetti and Oni. Oh. You have to tell me what Oni is. The only Oni I know is our Oni, so forgive my ignorance. Oxygen not included. Okay. Hey, Boomer. Nice to see you here. Is it Boomer or Vummer? Because Blobber pronounces it Vummer, and Jake pronounces it Boomer. So I wanted to know which one it was. Vummer like in summer. Okay. So I've been pronouncing your name wrong this entire time. Good thing, yeah, Jake does what he wills, but I'm not Jake, and someone tells me their name's pronounced in a certain way, then why not pronounce it the way they like it? I mean, I'm Moss Morris with one S. That's weird enough as is. So our city's slowly clawing back the money, not crawling back the money. How's our food situation going? Enough for 800 people, so really not enough at all. We want a housing block that stretches somewhere around here. Yes, I have, as a child mostly. Ooh, another follow. Who could that be? As you can tell from my very ghetto setup, this is... Oh god, this is a phone stream, so I have to like tab out and... Oh, bummer. Thanks for the follow, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been playing it because I want to stream it. I just got an itch to stream it, and then I tried, I failed, and then I was told Alpha had managed. I was like, oh yeah, hell yes. If Alpha managed to stream this, then I got a Blobber suggested I ask him for help, and I did. And turns out, yes, he did have some great advice on how to stream this unstreamable game, because it's... as fun as it may be, streaming it is the opposite of fun. You've got to jump through a lot of hoops. I know Marek was having some trouble with that as well. Let's make the lives for our 5 citizens who live here marginally less miserable. Perfect flood expected. That's great. I don't care. This is all floodland, isn't it? Oh no, this is the work camp, never mind. Fishing wharfs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should provide nicely to all our food and drug needs. So let's fix up our firehouse and architect post placement. Specifically putting them here. Firehouse, another firehouse here. Another architect's post here. And here before these 4 buildings burn down. And a bonus little police station. Oh, Royal Scribe Moss the 7th. God, there's already been 7 of us. What's the world coming to? Because Pharaoh seeks to honor the deity, Pharaoh is planning a great festival to Osiris in Mennefer, and needs goods for your city. You have 12 months to send 800 flasks of beer. I have 800 flasks of beer. More than 800, in fact. There you go, Pharaoh. You're not as fun as Caesar in your being an absolute prick. But I've never played Caesar, and I intend to change that soon. But the little feature known as Roadblock that exists in Pharaoh is just too convenient for me to give up. At least, not without struggle. Not without playing some of this. Now let's go into crippling debt so we can build a pavilion here. Reason being is that it works nicely with this block. It just fits in, squeezes in very nicely. A bazaar. Can't quite fit 2 of you here. But I can fit a granary right here, in this awkward place that no one really cares about. So as the people flow in, the fish will flow in. And the money will start flowing in as well. And given that we need the money, why not build an expansion to our city? A little water crossing, specifically ferry landing. And build another housing block over here. That's too close. Here's good. Three, four. About that long is good. Hopefully I don't bankrupt myself trying to build a little expansion to my city. But right now I need to spend my money to make my money. I really do. Thousands people now live in my city. That's 1,000 people who have serious mental problems. Oh, apparently this thing doesn't risk fire. I'll keep that in mind next time. These guys want a temple. Yes. I know. There. Here's your bleeding temple. Desirability in this area could be better. More desirability means more people. More people means... well, I wouldn't say more money because we have no money, but... we can't afford a village palace. No, we can't afford a village palace, what I'm saying. Of course we can. Let's put you there. And make the people here extra happy, because they live smack bang right next to the palace. If we have a palace... okay, Pharaoh wants to send us some bricks. Which I care about as much as another hole in my face right now. But they will be useful, I assure you. Special orders accept nothing but bricks. But water supply, but the physician before they all die on me. Apparently ancient Egyptian medicine was pretty good. Since they can prevent the plague. Put an apothecary. 1 and a 2 of you. Now wait while I try to scrape in some cash. Because we are poor as all fuck. We have 38 dead ends. And people aren't buying our beer. Actually, let's check if they are buying our beer. Man Nafer, how much beer have you bought? Not all of it, but you can buy some more. Come on, man. Yes, we are out of money, but the game is very generous and gives you a loan, but I don't want the loan, because I'll be able to make the money back as soon as a trader passes by and buys our damn beer. Look at all the beer we have, trader. Pharaoh is quite forgiving in this regard. I think it lowers your mission score, but I never care about those things, so... well. Well, anyway, now that we have the money, might as well spend it to make some more money. And the first, most logical thing to build, if you've just come into a bunch of money, is to build a pavilion, obviously. Completely unnecessary and overkill for this mission, I'd imagine, but... oops. This road doesn't want to go away. There we go. More importantly, however, is the fact that we want work camps. We want work camps, we want the all-important, whatchamacallits, firehouse and architect's post. These are actual jobs, people. Come take them. But also the work camps. Build them far away from normal people because people hate work camps. They find them gross and disgusting and icky and smelly and yeah, you don't want to be near a work camp. Pretty much the worst place where you could live. Highly, highly undesirable, if I do say so myself. Build a couple of roadblocks. Have people walk past the houses. And begin our flax farming operations over here. The question is, do we want our flax refineries to be over here or over here? I'd say we want them over here. But who can we trade flax with? We can trade it by... sorry, linen. By land to Timna. Or by water to Bedet. I'd rather sell to Bedet, honestly. Given that we'd be selling by water, I'm tempted to make a dock over here. I can't remember if docks became wonky if you had more than one, but in any case, we got a dock over here. We're going to be having something of an industrial area as well. And a little bit of a land connection over here. To make sure that this area and this other area have an easier access to supplies. It's marginally more efficient. That margin might just make or break this place. It won't, this is normal mode. In case you didn't know, this is normal mode. So I want you to get up to half the yard of flax. No, half. And fill half with linen. And you to just accept linen. Of course, that's fairly meaningless unless we have the production facilities. So let's get cracking on those, shall we? We shall be having a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4 weavers. And a 5 and a 6. Yeah, no, 8 weavers. Flax is going to be rather... Linen's going to be a cash cow these days. Employees needed. Not too worry girly. Can always have more houses. People eat more food than they produce. Yes, I'm aware. Yes, I don't care. If people can't eat them, maybe they should just try harder. Have they thought of that? No way. They thought of not being hungry? Yes, we want fishing wharfs. Got this lovely stretch of coastal two-tile land that is easily available for anyone who could possibly want to live here. Also, let's build a courthouse. Courthouses are desirable, so they should make our houses bigger, more people will live in our houses, And we're apparently producing food for 3,000 people, so why is the game complaining I don't have enough food? One, which one is it? 3. No. Send Pharaoh all the beer he could possibly ever want, so he stops bitching at us. And start providing some entertainment on this side too. Specifically by building my favorite building of them all, the Clown College. Oh no, but it's still getting entertainment, so we can squeeze a Clown College in here. And a dance school. But yeah. Pharaoh is definitely a game I enjoy. Game from my childhood, it means a lot to me. How can I say? There are definitely other better games out there. Perhaps not in the city builder genre, sure, but... in general, it is the sort of game I enjoy. Now, we've got a lot of fish. Stupendous amounts of fish. In fact, I'm going to build another granary. Just because we have so much fish. What we also need, however, are flax farms. It's flax this time around, yes. Oh, damn it. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's 4 farms per... whatchamacallit? Per one of these. Let's build a storage yard here as well. Your orders will to be accept only flax. Can I do this? Yes. Your orders will be to accept only bricks. Until half. And for the rest, clay. Since apparently we need more people, not a problem. More people, more problems. Let's build some of you. Wait another month until this becomes armed and operational. Why are you not filling up? Come on. I don't want to keep having to tell Pharaoh to start off with his gift. Let's just screw it. Oh yeah, seconds later you become active. Cheers, man. Now that we've got more space than ever for our residents. Yes, yes, yes. We have underemployment, I have noticed. Severe underemployment. Thankfully, look at all the people who are streaming in, ready to fix our underemployment problem. No employment problems. We don't collect most of the taxes. Do we not? Taxes. Oh, this place doesn't have a tax collector. Build one over here, sure. Should help round off any and all money that we don't have. Okay, 400 deba and silver in the water trade route. Exportable to export when over 400. And since we've already done everything that we need to do, that's urgent at least. How's Osiris feeling actually? Amiable, good. I like to hear that. Let's start building the mastabas. People from the work camp will be going here in the off months, which is fine. We have plenty of work camp people. What we also will be needing, however, are Bricklayers Guilds. Now I plan to be making some clay over here, so let's have our Bricklayers Guilds over here. 2 of them should be sufficient. We probably want more. We can squeeze another couple in here. And we're wanting a few potters as well. You can deal with accepting all of it. All the barley goes over there. And let's build an overflow storage yard over here. Just don't really know where else to put it. Let's put in our excess barley. Just have somewhere to put it. I really don't care where it goes. I believe each one of these schools can theoretically serve 4 stages, as long as they're close enough. Let's start making this neighborhood marginally less shit. No, just saying. It's an idea. Shrines are very good at increasing the desirability. I think they might be the best buildings, in fact. It's got a knock-on effect, so if one house becomes more desirable, then it stops dragging the desirability down, and then in fact, you know what? Screw it. Have a giant ass statue here and make everyone happy. There you go. Suddenly we can fit in a lot more people who will be paying a lot more taxes. And we also need to start importing our beloved clay. We shall be 1,600, sure. And this storage yard will not be accepting any bricks, but only pots. And you will be getting instead up to half a storage yard of clay, pottery. And you'll be dealing with the flags. Slightly different things, but it'll work out in the end, I hope. Actually, let's start off by telling you not to buy pottery. Reason being is that I want this part of the city to be the one that definitely gets pottery, and if we have a surplus, I'll be sending it over here as well. Oh god. It's on fire. Help. Guess we should have built another firehouse over here. That is annoying. You're dealing with the beer. Let's check out our financial situation. In out, we've made 500 this year. Imports cost a bit. We spent a lot less on construction, and exports are on a decent amount. You sure got my little beer here. Because I've got no taste. Or was it I had no money? One of the two. Yeah, we want to import bricks, so let's go to a world map and... Who was it that sold the bricks? Noob. We want to import to maintain no, import. No, we do not want 30,000 bricks. We can't even squeeze 30,000 bricks in here. Why is this so slow? Keep going down, 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 down. 3,200 bricks. Jesus Christ, Pharaoh. What more could you want from me? Look, just take my beer. I don't care, take my beer. There we go. And since theoretically there can be an invasion, I suppose I should start working on that sort of thing. Say for instance building a recruiter. Like here. These are highly, highly, highly undesirable buildings. Like you wouldn't believe. Let's build a couple archer forts. And then plan on doing something else, because what do we want to do? Oh yes. Warship Wharf. That should be pretty expensive. Just as soon as we can, we'll be starting to import some wood. 400 wood only. So we can have a couple warships as well. God, I love warships. In case anyone here was wondering, who was the bastard that put Azure Lane as Jake's punishment game? That was me. Yeah, I'm the bastard. And how I know it. Oh wow, these people are doing nicely for themselves. They've got beer, they've got pot, they've got, they need a courthouse though. Yes. Now I'll just do everything through the power of gifts. Actually, while I'm at it, let's build a festival square, shall we? So we can get some blessings from the gods. Just send a common festival over to Osiris, and hopefully, God, what do people want this time? 20% unemployment, Jesus Christ, like, we got worse unemployment over here, people, it's okay. You'll survive. 20% unemployment? Nothing. I'm on it in a day, probably. Let's fill the wood blocks. Oh, Royal Scribe Master 7, storms are raging and rough waters threaten to tear trading ships apart. It could be months before winds calm, merchants dare to risk their cargoes again. Until then, we cannot trade by water. We're on a fucking river. How hard can trading on a fucking river be? We're not talking about a sea, like, not even the Mediterranean, because you say, oh, the Mediterranean is a small sea inland and all that. Nothing too scary there, I suppose. True. Like, at least it's a sea. It's a damn sea, at least. Oh, I'm dead. Well, regardless, I need an architect's post and I needed it yesterday. Getting some archers just in case things go very much pear-shaped. Trouble is, if all those people don't want to trade by water, all this linen, this beautiful, beautiful linen, is not going to be bought. Is there anything else I can sell by land, dude? As facetious as I like to be about these things, it's a genuine problem. I suppose Timna would buy papyrus. Make a little papyrus industry, I suppose, but now we're in the money again, because traders came along, bought up all our stock. And look at that, we're in the money again, lads. There we go. We should be operating at maximum capacity like this. Because there aren't enough jobs. I just made 20 jobs in the past month. Chill. What more jobs could you possibly want? Like warship commander? Ah, it's all adjacent to a road. That might be an issue. Oh great, they're being paid more, the workers. Well, they want 8-hour workdays next. Nuh-uh. They can fucking forget it. So how much are these bastards being paid? 35, Jesus. They won't be dead here, they really do. There we go. Got enough of a... Got 30 new jobs. People should be happy about that. And yet they aren't. Okay, so... I want you to fill... Actually, you. Fill up to 1/4 of yourself with wood. And I want you to get the wood, not just fill up. Get the maximum amount of wood. Because we're going to be getting some warships. Biblos. Open. Yes. Wood. I want 400 wood. There we go. So we can have our warships, people can stop complaining, stop being so damn pissy about everything. Do you want more jobs? Let's make more potters, okay? Potters are good, right? Made a damn movie about this stuff. And books too. 6 potters, there we go. That's 24 more jobs. Apparently buying all this bricks is not doing well, not helping my economy. Now, for those of you accustomed to Caesar, from what I remember, Caesar gets pissed off if you you spend a year and you're in debt. Here, you get interest. It's not just accruing interest on your... So it just becomes more expensive, simply put. And you can dig yourself into a debt hole, presumably. So given that we are in debt, let's stop importing the bricks, because we can't afford them. And see if we can sell off all our flax and collect enough tax money. Actually, where is all our money going? Imports cost. Construction, yeah. But this year's imports went way up. Spending a lot more on imports, apparently. Also our wages, oddly enough. And you can spend up to 5,000 debens worth of debt. Still. We're doing good on the pottery front, so... empty you and start getting no, not getting. Oh yeah, you get 1/4 yard worth of beer. And also change our export level of beer from when over 400 to when over 1,200. That makes a lot more sense to me. Or maybe while we're at it, get more brewers on the works. Because I demolished you for a reason. Perfect blood expected. That's great, I don't care. We seem to be holding things together for now, so that's good enough for me. We stopped importing bricks, so we should be Oh god. What the hell does Pharaoh want this time? 1,100 bits of beer. We've almost got a warship ready. People upset because there aren't enough jobs, or I can't get more jobs without paying money. And our exports apparently aren't paying for themselves.
I can't find a job here. I will look elsewhere.
Essentially, I need people to live here. Otherwise, this entire bit collapses, and we are screwed. %23% unemployment does not look very good on my resume. It says burn down an entire row of houses because that's what it's come to. Got too many people. People are now upset at you. Very upset, in fact. Okay, this 7% unemployment should be manageable. Okay, we're starting to get people back here. That's what I need. Yes, we're poor, I know that. Absolutely broke. But how much linen are we even exporting? But that has bought none this year. Suppose it's because they want the linen over on this side. You get the maximum amount of linen you can get. Finally got the beer for Pharaoh though, at least he's happy. And we've also got our warships. So whatever happens, our city should be protected. We've got 2 companies of soldiers. Worst comes to it. Unemployment's back up to 22% though. Somehow. I've demolished houses, not built new ones. %12. Noob is willing to trade even more rolls of linen. But you don't trade in rolls of linen. Huh? That doesn't make sense. That hurts my brain. What's the unemployment situation looking like? Why is it still so bad? I'm gonna torch you.
I've been kicked out of my home and through no fault of my
That's
own.
74 people who now don't have jobs, who are now no longer taking up the unemployment thing. Now please start coming back here before my entire everything sector collapses. At least the firehouses are still operational for now, but Lord knows until when they'll still be running. We eat much more than we produce. Well, yes, because like no one wants to work because of how these things work. So. Excuse me. Let's start making some more random ass jobs. More firemen, more architects, sure. Anything to have people complain less about the unemployment. See, the city has no employment problems. The invisible hand of the market has fixed everything. You want more jobs? Here's more jobs. Bloody warships. Can play Azure Lane in real life. Egyptian weeps. Bloody Egyptian weeps. Will I ever get the employees needed? No, the city's got an unemployment of 11% apparently. Our debt anniversary is pretty crap, but we made about 1,000 demons despite everyone hating our city. In the meantime. And it's a miracle this place hasn't burned down, mind you. Damn miracle. This entire area just decided to up and leave. Set fire to use. They're merely upset with me. Lack of jobs prevents immigration. How is unemployment going up? There are less people in the city than there were before. I don't understand. This does not make sense. I am confusion. Now this is all gonna burn to the ground because no one wants to move in. Yeah. Well, now they're merely annoyed at me because there aren't jobs. Firehouses and architects posts are very efficient ways to get more people working because people want to work, but they don't care what they're doing as long as they've got a piece of paper that says, I've got a job. If only more people want to live in my damn city. Yeah, this is all gonna burn down. Apparently these guys are still working though. For no good reason. I really hate this unemployment business. Do everything I can to get people more jobs. More jobs than are humanly necessary. And yet they still complain. Yes, fishing wharfs are catching fire. I don't understand it either. We'd be producing a lot more if people weren't just up and dying, you know? Oh god, this entire area is also being catching fire because the people out from there moved out. And they refuse to come back. And they're finally immigrating to the damn city. Look at them. The people come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. People come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Yeah, everything's catching fire. Good news, I've got a quadrillion firemen from all the people who are. Employees needed, yes. Employees needed. How are employees needed? We didn't have the employees like a month ago. Build some weavers, shall we? My city does not need more workers. It clearly does not need more workers. This game's quite neurotic with these things. 188 employees are apparently now needed, even though I've got less buildings because half of them are burnt to the ground. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. The sheer neuroticism in this game. Yes, I'm back in debt. Don't you worry, girlie, we'll get back to not having enough people living here in no time. Or rather, having too many people. Yeah, calling this... Trouble is, there aren't many productive enterprises I can actually build that are worth making. And then I run out of workers, because obviously I run out of workers. Let's build more houses over here, shall we? And they'll probably have to be torched and burned to the ground again, and again, and again, because this game is very dumb. But I still love it. What happens when you play a game in your childhood? You uncritically accept everything that happens. Because it's how things work, right? Now everything's just exploding. Quite hilariously. The worst is when the storage yard collapses, because it takes everything that's inside of it with it. And also you gotta set up those things again. Yes, I am well aware that I am in debt again. Pretty sure my city. Why does my city still need workers? We've got as many people as we had before, but I don't know. I don't understand this game. Why is it so neurotic sometimes? Are people immigrating to the damn city? Yes, they're extremely pleased because the city needs workers. This is apparently a good thing. We produce enough food for 1,500 people. Well, now that we got more fishing wharves, we should be producing food for about 3,000 people. My estimates say. Jesus Christ. Why are you not getting workers? Why? Let's put another one of you here. And let's not rebuild that warship wharf until the worker situation is stabilized. We need 144 more. Look at all the workers.
I'm new here. I want to
Got
make
a
simple offer to a
daddy, a mummy, and a baby. Don't think women can work quite yet, but the daddy can definitely can. Each one of these is a worker. In the worst case scenario. Thank you, architect, for running around, looking at the buildings and somehow making them less likely. The people of Noob are losing hope. Well, they can get buggered, can they? Start stockpiling fish. And hopefully get it off here. Let's get the fish, in fact. Proactively go out and get the damn fish storage yard. Because the people of Noob apparently need it more than we do. Without the fish we'll starve to death, but we don't matter, do we? No. How's the employment issues going? No employment problems, good. For the warship wharf. That's 30 more people that are needed. And delay the unemployment problems for a hot minute. People are not consuming any fish anymore. Is this enough? No, we need 200 more damn fish. Because of course we do. There we go. We need more dentists apparently, because the cornerstone of culture is apparently dentistry. And I mean, I love going to dentists as much as the next guy. No, really, I actually do. I do like going to the dentist. Trouble is, no matter how great going to the dentist may or may not be, I wouldn't call it exactly high culture. Actually, let's burn you down to the ground. And build you where you were so I can build another potter. Of the hairy variety. I mean, a bit of unemployment's always good. Here, just as it is in real life. I want a certain amount of unemployment. 11 unemployed in this case. No, I'd much rather have like 5 or 6% unemployment. Ideally 5. That's sort of the level it is at in real life, where you can't get any lower than that, whether you like it or not. How do you want? Look, there you go. Classics, be happy. Evolve. Devolve. Couple of reed gatherers and 4 papyrus makers. Since we can export this damn papyrus, apparently, selling it to Timna, who also buys beer. So if we have an excess of beer, fish, or papyrus, then we can definitely try to offload it to them. Export one over 800. There we go. Got a shit ton of flax which needs to be turned to linen. Why does it import to such obscene levels? Why do I have to go through this every single time? Just 3,200, that's a reasonable amount to be importing. 1 full storage yard. Why? Why? But since we do have the money, let's just invest in our defense, because if we die, that'll be incredibly embarrassing. Now we've got weavers working overtime. Oh god, Pharaoh wants bloody beer. I want another bloody beer. Start getting the work camp workers on those. Eventually, though. How's our unemployment doing? Said he had no employment problems. 4 people are not working. Come on. Let's build another work camp, in fact. That's how committed I am to this. There we go. Hell, let's make another potter while we're at it. Because we can. And since we're at beautifying the damn place, make some more shrines to Osiris. Shrines, I think, are the most powerful one-tile beautifications. But they're also the most expensive, given that a small statue is a mere 12 debans. 1,000 flasks of beer, yes, we okay. Sporting men over 800, good. Build ourselves a damn scribal school. Start raking against a modicum of cash, money, swag, tax money. Employment's looking at 5%. Unemployment, good. That's exactly where I wanted at. 5% of the people are unemployed, doing nothing with their lives, crying about how they don't have a job, and that's apparently okay with us. No, but really, our 3 warships are fine. This is good. Let's hope another load gets pulled out. Send out someone to this damn place. He's been sent. Nope. He's been sent to the damn farms. Just accept it. Can't be bothered to build in the storage yard, although what's unemployment looking like? 8%. Suddenly it's skyrocketed. Who'd have thunk it? I really don't want to have to build another enclave here, but oh, I remember what I can do. Build some dentists. You get a dentist. You get a dentist. And you get a dentist. Everybody gets a dentist. Admittedly, 2 people work at the dentist. You got a dentist and you got your oral hygienist, I assume. Excuse me. 10% unemployment. Let's just burn down a couple of houses. To keep it at an acceptable level. Build ourselves a little Sigourney over here. Culture is apparently dependent on the amount of culture is a function of the amount of dentists, but it's also a function of the amount of jugglers. Sorry, I punted the mic there. Game wants us to build more juggler school stages, so boots. Which I'm okay with, actually. It's a good way to absorb 8 people into the workforce. In this case, without even wasting any space. 99 kingdom. Best rated kingdom in all of Egypt. Of course it is. And yet our unemployment's still at 10%. How can that be? We'll never know. In fact, nobody knows but Jesus. Maybe Ymir knows, I suppose. I've got enough firehouses and architects posted to patrol this tiny little stretch of land. Then we should be fine. 8% unemployment, let's get that down to at least 7. At the most 7. Depends on the way you look at it, I suppose. We've got way more people than we need. We're producing food, to be precise, for 4,200 people. Each and every one of them eats fish every single meal. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. No bread, no vegetables, no regular meats, no nothing. Just fucking fish. Can you imagine living like that? Fish. I mean, I like fish as much as the next guy, but can't imagine it being too fun. What's the other thing that we used to import? Besides bricks. Extra food? No, we don't need it. Pottery, we're producing it. I suppose we could import some reeds. Process it into papyrus and sell the finished product, because I cannot be bothered to do something here. And besides, we're selling lots and lots and lots and lots of beer and wheat and all that stuff. In fact, let's improve on that. Let's do some review. Actually, do something even more powerful. Well, not more powerful, but more useful in this case. Gardens. And build another brewery. It'll piss people off, sure. But nothing that a medium statue can't fix. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful medium statue. And I think now they want a second kind of food. What's a year? Desirability of the dwelling area. Of course. Looks like it's improved to me. Yeah, second type of food. I don't want to import a second type of food. Although I could. It'd be damn easy, in fact. Just need to find a place where it's squeeze a storage yard. Where could I? Half a yard chickpeas, and you, I want you to accept something else. What was it that I wanted you to accept? Bricks. Half a yard of bricks. Seems we're making Mondo money. Absolutely Mondo money. Disgusting amounts of money. Oops. How are little ratings going? We all need is moment. We need 9,200 more bricks. We're importing more bricks. How many bricks Super Rajat would sell us bricks? Noob sells us 4,000 a year, so let's open a trade route to per Rajat. We used to run that city, you know. And keep importing bricks. Why? Because we're yeah, okay. The Nubian army will reach us in 16 months. I believe they come by sea, which is why I built the warship wharfs. How's the employment situation going? 8%. Let's keep throwing festivals to Osiris, not because I particularly care about the man, but because I believe that he can grant you a boon, whereupon he rapidly develops on your pyramids, as if you had been building it. Now, I don't know if it applies only to pyramids or if it applies to any monument, because these are not pyramids, they're master bars. So let's keep throwing a festival, a pity festival, to wait for it. 8,400 bricks, hot damn. No. Unemployment is still looking pretty gash, I'd say. So what better thing to build than my own damn house? Apparently I live next to this thing. Oh yeah, I need groundwater supply. Let's say I live over here. Does it need any employees? No, but it lets us draw our damn salaries. Might as well, I mean, we have the excess money. I need to absorb some more people into the workforce, so I don't see why not to build another ship. And more useless firehouse and architects posts, because I need more people. And they need jobs. I need them to shut the damn mouths.
I'm the most popular person in the city. A lot of people need jobs.
Workers rejoice at a damn raise. Workers should keep the damn mouth shut. Linen, you say? And for one thing, let's pay our workers a little bit more. Jesus Christ, 43 dev ends. Let's explore once over 1,200. It's not like we don't have the flax production to keep up with this. How much money a year is coming in taxes? Around 5,000 a year. That's not bad. That's pays our wages for a city. Just our wages. All the wages. Also, come on, build the damn master bars. Inundation are significantly better. No one cares. I want you to build my pyramids for me. My monuments for me. What do you think I pay you for? Okay, coming in 6 months. Good to know. Got 4 warships waiting for them. And, well, 2 companies of archers on either side, because apparently this third one isn't being... Oh, it's because I made infantry. Infantry that we don't have the weapons for. No wonder they weren't filling up. 3 companies of archers at either side, even 2, should be fine if they're coming by water, so we'll only be dealing with the leftovers, the worst of the worst. The worst girl in all of history, you know. You know the drill. And besides, the level 2 archers. Not just basic ass level 1. No. These are well-trained forces. Could even call them skilled. Archers come out of the recruit, so they go to the academy. After going to the academy, they pop out again. Trained to face any foe. Wait, these are the rams, yes. These are the hyenas. Yep. Hyenas are pretty cool animals. You'd think the feminists would love them a lot, given that the females are particularly dominant and powerful compared to the males. I wonder if they actually do. They want to pay homage to the gods. Well, we only have Osiris, so you're gonna have to suck it up or suck it up. The Bedouins, say the Bedouins? The Nubians, that makes a lot more sense. We are very far away from the Bedouins. What can I say? If we happen to have, you know, worked and dealt with this stuff earlier, the whole trading the rams and the hyenas before, we would have had more soldiers, but okay, apparently it's coming by water. Yeah, the Nubians are coming by water. But in case they didn't come by water, we have a bunch of warships ready. Just in case. But they seem to have been horse strength very strong, merely strong, very strong. Go back home, you protected our cities, you've done your duty, you've saved, blah 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 blah, no one cares. Soldiers, heroes, you fought for our land, your lives are gone and erased by your commands. And you fought until your last dying breath. Sounds a lot less nice when they say it like that, but point is, we are fine. Don't care about the 9-kilometer. You know what I care about? I care about my damn things being, you know, done. Since we need more people in the workforce, let's use the hyper-efficient work camp to get more people on the job right now. 40 more people should be absorbed. How many people do we need actually? 142. Now that they've been employed, let's check it out, 116. Which would be only a 6% unemployment, which is acceptable. Tolerable. I can deal with it. 4,000 damn bricks for one master hour. You know what? Screw it. The monsoons down in Africa. We bless the rains down in Africa, yes. $800 flasks of beer from us, Pharaoh. You really want us there, don't you? All the people of Egypt wish to serve you eternally in the field of reeds. And they'd better like it. Since we're a bit of a hipster, we live on this side of the city, not on the other side. The more normal side. Even though the people here are poorer, there's something of an authenticity to it. They're making buckets of ducats or dead ends, if one were to call them by the proper name. Yes, we need more bricks. More bricks are always more bricks. We need, yeah, somewhere like 20,000 more bricks. Let's build another storage yard then. Except half a yard of chickpeas and have you. Yes, you. Don't deal with chickpeas. But you accept all the bricks. And we are now currently importing to maintain 6,400. Why does it take so long? So as long as we have fewer than 6,400, we will keep getting bricks. Do we not have trade route to someone who sells bricks? No. We have every trade route we could possibly want, and then some. Our warships are more than sufficient for now. Apparently you have poor access to workers. Oh no, yeah, there you are. I moved you on up in life. Just in case. I'll keep fishing for that one specific boon that Osiris or any god could give. Well, we're not buying fish, thankfully. Why is it not working? Oh, okay. We hadn't switched on pyramid speed up. That's why. It's a neat little thing that, well, makes your life slightly easier if you're building a monument. It's not more realistic that the gods literally come down from the skies and fix all your problems. But I like it. Osiris just pokes his finger and is like, you know, yeah. You've been such a good boy. Let's make your pyramid slightly faster. Okay. First master bar is complete. But unfortunately Pharaoh wants more master bars. He might not be Caesar, but he's just as much of a prick. The prick doesn't record himself splashing the wine glass in the classic pa fashion. If only Pound from Bone were here now. But from what I know, he is currently streaming. He's currently streaming Massilia. So if you've ever gotten bored of my incompetence, I suggest you check him out. But that's a big if. Who could ever be unhappy with watching someone badly, might I add, play Pharaoh? I certainly couldn't. Crank up the flax production so we can increase the money production. And 100% speed heroes. God damn it, man, I switched on pyramid speed up and everything. Speed up my damn pyramids. My very flat topped, not very sloped pyramids. Flat face as well. This is all flat. Our unemployment is looking damn good. So good, in fact. Let me do this. Send off the beard Pharaoh. Pray to Osiris that he actually does something useful for us instead of saying, oh, it's a perfect indentation. Well, the indentations are generally speaking quite fine for us, actually. At the very least, tolerable. Tolerable. Absolutely tolerable. Still not blessing us for our pyramids, but technically they aren't pyramids, so maybe that's why. Must have been rolling really, really badly. If I do a lavish festival. We have 8,400 bricks and we have most of them in our storage yards. Pharaoh's annoyed at me because I can't get more bricks. $7,200 bricks are still needed. Got stupid amounts of money. Enough to build some large statues. There we go. We have just enough bricks to be able to complete it, so no need to buy any more. And while we're waiting for that to complete, let's just, we still need 5,600 bricks. It should be what we have around these parts. Got a massive army, got a massive fleet. Not massive, I call it massive. A reasonably sized fleet. Yeah, I think even more bricks, because Lord knows we can't get enough of them. How many employees are suddenly needed now? Easily fixed. I suppose the older people are starting to die off, and more people are coming. Need to come to the city. "41 employees short. Not a problem. No employees, no problem. What's it looking like right now? No employment problems. 1% unemployment, in fact. Food production is apparently very low. Probably because all our granaries are full. Full to bursting, so not a lot of them are actually active. I like how disproportionate this looks. Like a very, like someone shrugging their shoulders and holding them as high up as they possibly can. Oh, you want beer? No, 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 you see. Our mastaba is complete. Now we can proceed to victory.
Pharaoh smiles
We did
at your
pretty decent
accomplishments.
score, actually.
You have made the most of what the river and sea have to offer, defending our borders with a small but capable fleet of ships. You have also honored the nobility by providing them with tombs to house their bodies.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again. He said as he goes for another peaceful mission. Into the Old Kingdom we go. This is where you can get to build the best pyramids. Of course, in the New Kingdom apparently we built mud brick pyramids. And then there's the Valley of Kings, and yeah, I've never done Cleopatra. Never, 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 never. So, it's really a miracle we've gotten to the Old Kingdom.
The clear waters of the precious Nile teem with
Clear
life.
waters.
Egypt struggles for unity no longer. Countless loyal and unquestioning subjects carry Pharaoh to immortality.
Ah, the Pyramid of Saqqara. So most of the monuments of ancient Egypt come from this period, I believe. I believe I want to do the birth of the Old Kingdom, Abu Elephantine. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely, peaceful city. Although apparently there's some infantry requests. While the mission briefing reads out, I'll be taking a quick water break. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you guys soon.
A new pharaoh, Nebka, has been proclaimed, heralding the beginning of the third dynasty of Egyptian rulers. Nebka has brought great organization and structure to Egypt, ordering that all our realm be divided into districts, or nomes, each governed by a local ruler called a nomarch. Though this system may seem rigid, under his leadership, Egypt has grown and prospered, and made many great achievements in art and architecture. Pharaoh wishes to extend the borders of our realm further south into Nubia. He orders that a city be founded at the first cataract of the Nile on the island of Abu, that we may take advantage of the abundant deposits of gemstones, granite, and sandstone to be found there. The growing necropolis of Abedju demands these materials for the creation of more and more elaborate tombs for the nobility. The capital at Men-Nefer too may have need of bricks for the construction of tombs, and Pharaoh Nebka may approve requests for these and other building materials. Pharaoh Nebka has also ordered that one of your peers establish a military post at the Selima Oasis to secure the caravan routes into the African interior. Once it has been established, you may look to the Selima outpost as a source of imported ebony, a highly prized luxury good.
And I'm back. So, we need a population of 4,000. Fairly big, but should be able to fix that up in 4 housing blocks. Culture rating of 30, not too bad. Prosperity 30, kingdom rating of 50. Pharaoh Nebka's ordered that you appear established military post in Selima Oasis, so you need to send men there. No monuments, apparently. But this is where we discover temple complexes, luxury goods, and quarrying stone. So let's first crank down that speed. And then, yeah. This will be a fun little mission. Apparently we'll be getting requests of barley and sandstone. So yeah, plain sandstone, lots of stuff. Granite, sandstone, gemstone. If there's one thing I hate, I really do mean hate, is having to island hop to get mines going and stuff. I hate doing that. No, you have no idea. We have docks. But let's find out what the hell we can sell. We got an Abu. And Selima Oasis is where our pier apparently is working. We can produce gems, I guess. Or luxury goods, better yet. We can sell granite. We can sell more luxury goods. Flax. I mean, barley and beer and linen. And yes, I think we'll be selling mostly luxury goods because we can make granite, sandstone, and a gemstone mine. No monuments, interestingly enough. Yeah, we'll probably be making our main housing block over there. But before we can even consider doing that, I suppose we should start building a little block here. No, too far along. Over here. Something like this. Nah, this is just atrocious, atrocious, atrocious. We want the ferry landing here specifically. So we should be able to make something 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then a third, fourth, like that. In case we need gardens and the like. Let's hope this loop is sufficient. We're building up houses. This will probably be our main food production area, so we'll have our work camps over here. But most of our main, since we'll be crossing somewhere around here, we should probably... Yeah, something about this, so we should probably do something like this. To make a slightly larger block. And build another one over here. Okay, that makes sense. And this is where we'll build our mining district. We'll build a housing block over here and then build our mines over here. That all works out very well. It's important to start planning early, I suppose. This will be another smaller block, I suppose. One that's more dedicated to actually having people than anything. Just having the minimum amount of human beings. Temples to Ptah and Osiris, presumably Ptah is our main deity. He has a patron god, so temple to Ptah. Pathetic. Build a physician, build an apothecary, build a firehouse and an architect's post. They're just about starting to be... What's risk, but not yet. Good. Since I don't think we'll be I don't like grain farms because they have the annoying byproduct of straw, so we'll be building lettuce farms and chickpea farms. I have no idea if that makes any sort of difference whatsoever. Lettuce farms here. That's annoying. Got a couple of work camps. That should be enough for now. That's annoying. Start building our very first granary here so we can start supplying our food. But ultimately this area is, I wouldn't call it a lost cause, but I would call it functionally irrelevant. In fact, to be on the safer side, let's build another firehouse and another architect's post. Build another granary, just in case. Let's build a clown college as well. Oops. We understandably need more employees, but that's okay, we can just... Yeah, build more houses, the game suggests. Build more houses, build more houses, build more damn houses. Got a temple, what more could we possibly want? How the gods looking happy enough, I suppose. So it did say we'll be selling stone most likely. Now this. This will be our main little area. I have such things as village palaces and the like. But who can we sell stuff to? It was Abedju, so we need a land trade route. That is acceptable. We can sell lettuce to Nefer. Sure thing. Abedju. Mistake. That's okay, some of the loot can be salvaged. Still not sure if this can burn down or not. There we go. Take this dude past plenty of houses. And he'll be as safe as them, if not more so. So the water supply. The firehouse and architect's post. Got one of yours over here. And a police station. Build another one to use over here. Another temple to Ptah. Build another granite quarry. I know I can immediately start selling off the granite, so. Set the level above 8 blocks. And crank up the speed somewhat. Now we got something resembling a functional city. A city that produces enough food for 1,000 people, but does not have enough bazaars for 1,000 people. a city that has 10 unemployed people. It'll probably grow though. I have necessarily will build more quarries. Okay, do these guys travel over here? They should. Oh no, wait, no, we don't have quite enough to sell yet. Once we do, will they come here and try to actively, you know... What a piece of shit city though. I say that from the very bottom of my heart. Checking on something. But yeah. What a piece of crap city. We're out of money even though we could have handled ourselves just fine. Now, trader, are you interested in coming over here or do I have to bring the goods to you? This is not looking too hot. You work on getting. That's your job. Perhaps building a bazaar would be a good idea. No, we did build a bazaar. Of the bizarre variety. That should give a good amount of desirability to this area. Annoyingly enough, we still can't produce clay. Everyone over here is getting fed, which is fine. Suppose we can farm the chickpeas over here. Build a couple of granaries here. Some wood blocks. Suddenly things are coming up Moris. To a much greater degree than before, in fact. Too few jobs. You'd think that, but... oh well, this is not quite big enough. Let's use this to at least make some money. To cover the hemorrhaging amount of... See, experts earn 0. And yet, we're exporting granite, so... What's up with that? Ah, no, I see it all now. Here. I see it all now. No wonder we weren't making any money, or we couldn't have possibly made money. There was no fit. Now the guy's coming. Of course he has to travel farther, but we've got a getting warehouse over here. Oh great. A landslide has severed the trade routes. A trade route. We don't even know which one. Thankfully our granite exports are now starting to pay dividends. Got a small little nest egg of cash. Time to have my gemstone district over here instead. All my rocks over here and all my gemstones over here. Can I trade sandstone to anyone though? It doesn't just about that though. Oh yeah, I can sell sandstone. It's a different good, so they'll be more than willing to accept a lot of it. For the trader's convenience. We're getting up to half a yard worth of it. I've already made most of my industry here, but the chunk of my food will be going here. Got the bazaar over here. What's our employment situation look like? Unemployment of 18%, that is acceptable. Not good, just it's what we're accepting. We'll temple to Osiris. He deserves one too. Actually, speaking of quarries and mines, all that. How much do sandstone and granite sell for? Granite is 60. No, 45 actually. Yeah, we want to be dealing with more granite. The only buyers we have, I believe, are Abedju, who buys 25 of both. But that doesn't count out either. Okay, no one cares about anything else. Does Abedju buy luxury goods by any chance? No, that would be too easy. Manetha does. And so does Badat. I'd probably open a route to Badat because it's cheaper. But first... So make another firehouse and make another architect's post. That should be enough for a stone operation. But we don't only want stone. Oh no. Want firehouses and architect's posts over here as well. Also roadblocks. Now what we want here is a gemstone mine. A ludicrously expensive gemstone mine, so we're first going to build all the support infrastructure needed. Say for instance, you. You accept only luxury goods, you accept nothing but, well, 3/4 of, you just accept gems. And then I'll see if there's anything else that needs doing. Money's pretty tight, but the traders are flowing in, thankfully.
It's the trader's life for me.
It's the trader's life for me. It seems pretty jolly with his trader's life, in fact. Quite a lot of food, actually. How much are we producing, though? For almost 4,000 people. So we need just a smidge more food. And we'll be good. Mines do love collapsing. Maybe a jeweler, we can squeeze 2 in here, 2, 3. Come on, tax collectors, collect those damn taxes. I need the money, simply put. Everyone also gets an apothecary because I'm that nice. City health. Perfect apothecary coverage. No physician coverage. Yeah, we should be fine. Making jeweler. Got a tiny little luxury goods industry. Will it be enough for us? Probably not. Can we export it? Not yet, I feel. Once I've got enough money, I'll start exporting all this crap. Got 180 debans. We also need a dock, of course. Dock is 100 debans. Oh, this inland lake, you call it. I have to build it over here, apparently. Does it really not have access to the sea? Yep. How inconvenient. Yeah, the path's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but we'll have to deal with these inefficiencies. Just a wee bit higgledy-piggledy. Let's make the direct path even more direct. Spend money, what's left of our money, rather. I'll trade route to Badat. Put us in Demt, but that's okay. Works for when we have over 800. And we'll export these if we ever end up with more than 2,800. Ah, Pharaoh, you see I'm way ahead of you. Way ahead of you, man.
A new Pharaoh, Nebka, has been...
Nor do I hate having to place these things. Good lord. But something resembling actual placement here. Yeah, I don't fondly remember this mission. Let's just leave it at that. But look at the bright side, we finally got 800 luxury goods, which means that we'll start exporting them momentarily. I'd very much like to have a temple complex. They give great bonuses, but boni. Aren't enough jobs, or there aren't enough money to make the jobs, so... Yes, we're in debt. But the people were complaining, so I had to do it. I'm sorry. So sorry. Off they sail. I suppose a better place to put the dock would have been there, but would have meant that the goods would have taken longer. It would have meant having to build the housing block further around here, more importantly. Now we've got a massive surplus of gems being produced. And not quite enough luxury goods. From what I gather, we will be asked for more men as part of the requests and the like. That being said, can we buy copper from anyone? Badet does not sell copper. Abedju does not either. Timna sells copper and weapons, but I'd much rather buy the copper and make the weapons myself. Does anyone buy weapons? Probably an easy way to do this, in fact, there is. Weapons are only importable. Good to know. Soak up some of our unemployment with that. Let's build some shrines to Ptah. And a couple to Osiris. I think this whole being in debt strategy is technically called by those in the know baronomics, but I might just be mistaken. Still, we're making more money, a decent amount of money, a tolerable amount of money. Just dismiss. Dead. It's not really dead because we're just paying off our debt immediately. And then some. So, lack of jobs affects immigration. I want to fix that. So, Badet sells clay, and they're a land trade route. Yeah, ultimately, land trade routes sell clay here. After half the yard, you do the copper. You do the getting. And I want half a yard of pottery. Quarter yard of beer. Quarter yard of linen. Whilst you'll be dealing with the weapons. The inevitable weapons I will be wanting. Because we are opening a trade route to Timna for quadrillion bits of money. And we want to import copper. Actually, want 800 copper, so I suppose you can be demolished. You can be changed to the getting one. Get your grubby little hand on that. That. And of course, how could we ever forget? A little bit of that. A little bit of compensation. A little less compensation, a little more action. You only fill up a quarter of the yard because that's all you ever need. And you fill up 3/4 of the yard with weapons. Here we are in massive debt due to all the copper we purchased. Egypt has successfully captured Salima Oasis. How great. Build some more houses because apparently we were lacking people. Salima Oasis, what the hell do you sell? Well, if I'd only opened the trade route to you. Oh no, you sell wood and luxury goods, and you buy copper. You don't have to buy any weapons by chance, do you? No. Of course not. Oh yeah, we need dentists apparently. No, what we want to do is halve the amount of copper being imported. try to export as much as of what we have as possible. Let's check out, what month is it? July. In July we have exported, not to you. No, most of the stone actually. You've bought most of the stuff we don't care about. But that has bought most of that. I'd honestly be tempted to open a trade route to Mennefer, since we can sell even more luxury goods to them. Otherwise we will be sorely lacking in money. I'll go ahead and fall down here. Let's check what our trade looks like in October. And they bought most of the stuff. But I suppose the main problem is the lack of gems. Not quite producing enough gems as we would like. Even more bales of flax. We don't care much about flax, do we? See if we can get out of that. And then plonk down one of these. Because we got more than enough stone, and like... Pharaoh asks for some every so often, sure, but not enough not enough to justify the sheer volume that we are producing. Because it is a real volume. Massive volume. Man wants his luxury goods, and we're not going to stop him. Fact. Egyptian army was victorious, good to know. Yes, I know. %15 unemployment. Well, 2 more mines shouldn't hurt in any way, shape or form. Even more rolls of linen, I don't care. The only thing I want slowing down my jewelry industry, simply put, is an overabundance of these things. Actually, put you down. Yes, I know I'm in debt, but Making the city prettier is priceless. Can't somehow build a mine over here now. Wishful thinking. We can definitely build a... as a jeweler. Oh, I can build another one over here. It's August. How much have we traded? But that is bought enough. Main problem being that he might have bought everything he wants to buy, sure, but I did have an excess stock, so don't think we are actually trading everything we could possibly trade in terms of luxury goods. In terms of other things, perhaps. Got plenty food. Probably make barley. No, I think I'll have the temple complex over here. You eventually want the temple complex. Somewhere around here. Yeah. That looks about right. Trouble is we keep spending money in the hopes of making money. How much is Badet bought? Badet is tapped out. Manda Fair has bought 0, but one would hope that they'd buy some. Next time I play the map, I might build a granite over here, sandstone and gems over here, or something along those lines. Looks like I got a massive surplus of stone. And we're finally out of debt again. How long until we get back in it? Give it a few days. Our monetary situation is quite volatile. We were in debt, now we're out of debt again. If we build a beer industry over here, that'd be fairly space efficient. Build myself a nice family mansion for me and my family. Me and my peeps. Me and my dogs. Why the hell is he so annoyed? Probably because I kept going in the dirt, actually. That might explain it. Apparently lack of housing prevents immigration, but we do have a non-zero amount of unemployment. See if we can get back to positives, and then I'll start building a few breweries. Did build barley farms. Game doesn't really consider that I actually have been thinking of these things. Now everyone gets a dentist. Hope you like it. Build another clown college over here. Should help with the unemployment. Okay, now we set an actual export level for beer. Hopefully by the time we can actually make it. Thanks to our lovely 4 barley farms. And our copious abundance of labor camps. Copious abundance of labor camps. We might be able to get something done. Infantry company seems to be completely and utterly prepared, so that's... yeah. This isn't the most efficient routing, mind you, for these sort of things, but hey, what you gonna do? 4% unemployment, just the way we like it. Build a second infantry fort in case they come begging us for more soldiers. They haven't yet, but... that's part of the reason why I even did all this in the first place. Well, that and absorbing labor. There we go. These houses should now be a lot happier with their lot in life. Should evolve, should be able to accept more people. And what's our workforce problems? Yeah, 10 unemployed. That's acceptable. Tolerable even. What I'd like to have more of is money though. No matter how much beer we may or may not produce. No. And to get half a yard of you. Those are our main sea-wise export goods. So you focus on getting. So that we may have more stuff, ultimately. The more we get, the more we'll have. Simple as. I also need to remember that I need to actually reach a certain population milestone. So as fine and dandy as all this is. See what disappears and what doesn't. Not quite enough for a large statue. Shame. But enough for some medium statues. In the best of times, I hope. Let's do some of you. There we go. Yeah, we've already lost a bit of money from imports and whatnot. The money we have fluctuates wildly. The only thing that matters is that it's trending upwards. Quite a lot so, in fact. I'd imagine it's our copper imports that are killing us. Oh, you need stuff. There we go. I'm more than happy to give it to you, Pharaoh. I can give the money to the city if I really wanted it. I mean, it's supposed to carry over between missions, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. What a pain. From what I gather, that was a pretty big exploit usable in Caesar 2. As in Caesar as well. The only Caesar I've ever heard people playing of is Caesar 3. No one really seems to care about other Caesars, but hey. That's okay. Kaiser 3. I want my damn temple complex. Oh, and apparently I had way more money than... Oh no, actually. Maybe I wasn't showing all the money? Anyway, the people should be extremely happy to be living here. Too few jobs for the existing population, yes, but... 50 more jobs. Not everyone can do that. Oh no, it takes a special kind of ruler. We may not be Pharaoh, but we aspire to become Pharaoh one day. Temple complexes give a bunch of bonuses to the city you're in, so I'm always happy to add them. My favorite is Bass, since she just... I think she reduces the amount of stuff that's consumed by houses, so I believe that was the one. And that's pretty freaking great. Import. Clay. I want clay, not bricks, clay. With that clay will increase our taxes, so it should be worth spending that money to get clay in order to get pottery. Make our own little pottery barn and all that. Yeah. In fact, I want so much clay that I'm knocking you down. Treasure potters. Seven potters might be enough to provide for us. I don't know. I'm not as good as at measuring imports and dealing with that as opposed to dealing with what's it called? Production facilities. I wouldn't say that's my speciality in any way, shape, or form. I'd just say that, well, at least I can plan around that. Desirability of the dwelling area. Look. How's that for desirability, huh? Unemployment 14%. Annoying. Let's start by at least building a courthouse. Being perfect with something. Do. No, actually, it's built here. An erratic supply of pottery, sure.
Everybody's friendly here. No one is reporting any crimes.
Yes, and I hope they aren't. Might as well build another pavilion here. And build a dance school over there. Oops, forgot to build road access in for that. %26 unemployment. Yes, I understand because we evolved really fast, but we're trying to make do and get as many people working as we can. There we go. Bunch of brand new spanking jobs. And 25% unemployment. Kill me now. Because I'm leaving you now. Let's see if there's any more industries I can easily build. I suppose I can build a papyrus industry around here. Trouble is, the temple complex is kind of in the way. Unless, of course, we did something... like this. Built in a storage yard here. Who the hell can sell us reeds? We'll export when we have over 800 papyrus. Your specific orders will be to accept, well, I suppose accept all the reeds, but that'll only be a quarter yard. Put up to 3/4 of the yard, but you. Yeah, we can't gather reeds, so we need some papyrus makers. Building might need reeds and might not, but we're getting them one way or another. Don't care how we get them, we get them. Building a scribal school, and suddenly all this area will become a whole lot nicer. And it's the area in which we live, so our very own housing block will be the nicest in town. Can you imagine that? Might be too few jobs for the population, but I also need 4,000 of you. Freaks. We produce enough food for 5,000 people, that's good. That is very good. Hey, howdy there, Ava Venora. Nice to see you here. Ooh, we forgot to build a water supply here. Or rather, we had one, but forgot to rebuild it. My stupidity knows no bounds, clearly. Let's try to find a corner in which to build you. I can build you here, I suppose. There we go. So yeah, I'm playing some Pharaoh. It's a very special game to my heart. Played as a child, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, now let's look at our unemployment situation. Drastic, but not unmanageable. Don't really want to keep spamming work camps, but if it works, it works. No granaries, yes. Another granary at 12 could help out. How did I manage to get the game full screen like this? You're trying to stream it too, but it's not displaying right. Okay. So I'll walk you through it. The first thing I did was, well, of course, get the widescreen patch. That would be the most obvious first step. But it's not just that. Of course, widescreen patch is part of it, but another important part of it is, have you set Pharaoh to run? If you click the executable for Pharaoh, once you've replaced it with a patched one. I would suggest Crudelius's, the repatcher, I think it was called, but the other one works just fine, as long as we got the correct version. Assuming you've done that, have you remembered to right-click Pharaoh, check the properties, and set compatibility mode? Yeah, under the compatibility setting, set it to run under 16-bit colors. Otherwise the game is finicky. Now I'm going to... give me a sec. I'm going to pause the game just 1 second and check out the other setting, which was pretty wonky and hard to remember. Had a very specific name. And you had to go... The problem I was having with streaming this game... Good thing the music still plays. Pharaoh Cleopatra... Right. I play on a laptop because that's all I have. And if I go to properties, another compatibility setting you have to do is to change the high DPI settings. So under compatibility, you go to change high DPI settings, and you have to select the option for high DPI scaling override. I need to select override high DPI scaling behavior, scaling performed by, and select application. And then, yes, just say, okay, okay, apply. And that helped me out a lot, because it wasn't really clear in the guides. Let's not do that. It wasn't very clear in the guides that we had, that were around, that you should do that. Like, no one actually told me that, until I found a random comment telling me just that. And yeah, I did not expect it, but yeah, it actually did work. Another possible solution... Oh, and final thing, of course. If you're using Streamlabs OBS, which is what I use, you shouldn't use game capture, you should use window capture. Apparently all the games aren't really too happy about being recognized as games as such, and instead you just need to pretend they're an application, I suppose. So yeah, that's what I managed. If you have any other questions, please do tell. I hope that was clear enough, but I can always explain some more if you'd like. So yeah, this is not very... What I'm doing right now is not very efficient, you'd probably know. But it is gonna absorb some of the labor I have, because I have quite a lot of issues with labor. 18% in fact. Okay, well, how about this? You start patching the game, and I'll be streaming for probably another half hour, so you start going through the process. And step by step, I'll try to walk you through it. If you're still doing that. In the meantime, let's roadblock you up, because you do have road access. You very much do have road access. No problems. Hope you managed to get it to work this time. It's a damn fun game. Damn fun game. Oh, and thanks for the follow. I just noticed now I've got my volume very, very low. Oh god damn, now they're upset and then they can start bailing on the city and let's get our the most inefficient flax farm placement in history of flax farms, I suppose, but anything so we can sort of segment this off. Start making a bunch of busy work for these people, adding a bunch of useless fireworks, firehouses and architects' posts, and even the odd work camp over here. But more importantly, we want storage yards. Well, one storage yard actually. And you'll be dealing with the influx of flax. And you'll be dealing with the influx of linen. Theoretically, I think it was one storage yard can be filled by 4 farms. No, it was 1 granary by 4 farms, but I'd imagine that the same roughly applies to storage yards too. Contaminated water, you say? Okay, how can I improve the health of the city? Apparently the health coverage is perfect. I have no idea what I can do better. Look, let's build another physician, because it's apparently a job, and yada yada yada. You know how that works. Got Dr. Schmidt. Oh great, plague. Why is there a plague over here? And suddenly employees are needed because of the damn plague. Shoot, get out of here. That's already spread beyond. Never mind, my containment measures are insufficient. People are indifferent to me, but I'll have to take it. Population is being ravaged. Why is my health low? The full screen patch that I recommend is the Crudelius one. I've been told it's better for the world map, since it's technically a resize and not just the patch. But I can't say that the other one is worse, since the Overseer menu looks pretty gash. I mean, functional, but it's still just a tiny window. But the world map looks quite pretty. Either one works fine, though. It's just that this one might be slightly better. Let's try and look at the city. Speaking of city, what the hell do we want actually? Why are we still playing? Well, because I enjoy it, but like, what specifically do we need? 4,000 people, 30, 30, 50.
Has been proclaimed.
That's great. 30, 50, yeah, we just need more people. We need more people without the economy collapsing again. So this will be fun. Too little entertainment. There's a damn... Right, we're making another clown college. My favorite building in this game, the fucking clown college. Yeah, my clown college needs more workers too, but we don't talk about that. I know I can do. I can build a scribal school. Scribes go in. Well, children go in, scribes come out. Even though, as a child I used to think, the scribal school would make your people into scribal class, but it's actually not the case. It's evolving to the first 3x3 house, the manor. Common manor, I believe it was. And that gives you scribes. They don't work, but they pay mondo taxes. I do love mondo taxes. But yeah, I think you can support one estate per 1,000 people, that's recommended. Or maybe it was double the amount. Whatever the case may be, we are doing pretty well for ourselves. Let's build another one of you over here. People are extremely pleased. Hot damn. Hot damn, real good. Of course, city sentiment isn't an actual reflection of my skills in Pharaoh. But I like to pretend they are. We could squeeze some more people in here. With a bunch of shrines to Ptah, we can do everything. And a similar amount to Cyrus. Look at them evolve. How cute. Okay, what's our housing situation looking like? We can hold 673 more people. We could theoretically win the game on this alone. Well, not the game. Win the mission. Trouble is, we need more fucking jobs. So yeah, let's just give people whatever the hell kind of job we can give them. It doesn't matter what job it is, as long as they're working. Put up to half the yard, and you. Get a quarter of pottery. We can evolve these houses here. They can become bigger, better, harder, better, faster, stronger. Maybe we should start exporting this pottery. It doesn't really do us much in the... it's only importable unless... I suppose I could open land trade to you guys. Yeah, I try to do that too. 5 houses are very efficient because it's like 6 people per little block. Export went over, I don't know, 3,200. just to make sure that our production lines aren't too clogged. So can I stick a couple firehouses here? Yeah. Gonna have the best firehouse coverage. Apothecaries. How many people work at an apothecary? That's the question. Only 5. Physicians are 8, but it's a 2x2, so that's fairly inefficient. I'd love to make another industrial area, but I've run out of industry to make. I need raw materials, and raw materials are... I suppose the premium. Look. Let's build another flax farm here for the hell of it. Doesn't make much sense, but I suppose it'll help keep our weavers stocked up. How are we doing? 12%, that's great. Did someone say more firehouses? Because I keep hearing more firehouses. Also, why is that guy stuck there? Is that really where that's spawning them? And these mines look like they could collapse any second. Like, you know how it is. Extremely, extremely unstable mines. Hear them begging for architects' posts. Begging. Put your loving hand down, baby. Begging, begging you. Put your loving hand down, darling. Riding hard when I was king. I played it hard and fast because I had everything. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. But let me assure you, I knew this song before Måneskin made the cover. Despite being Italian, I don't really listen to them much. They're not bad though. They won Eurovision. That was a great moment of national pride. Everyone in the damn country was cheering for them. Especially people who had never even listened to their music. Me included. But their entry to Eurovision was quite nice. First time I've watched Eurovision, probably the last time I ever watched Eurovision too. But that's for other reasons. So I hope your patching and functionality are going well so far, Ava Vanora. Ira? Ira? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. I'm actually quite happy with the city. Minus the farming, the spaghetti that is the farming. Absolute tragedy. Oh, pronounced as Era. Okay, Era Vanora. That's fine. I will try to remember that for the future. Moris is pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, we should be beating this mission any second now. So if you have any questions, now would be a great time to ask. But if not, I might just, okay. Given up on the patching, you're waiting for your husband to wake up and let him figure it out. Yeah. Well, regardless of whether or not your husband can or cannot patch it, do let me know. Like, DM me on Twitch or something, or on Discord. Wherever it's more convenient for you. And yeah, if you need a little bit more help, I could write up a step-by-step guide of what I did, because other people have done different things, and it worked for them somehow. This game is a bit of it takes a lot of magic to get it running. But damn, is it fun.
Well done.
Well done.
You have established a thriving city that other Egyptian cities look to as an example, and that Nubia looks to with envy.
Yeah, Fairfang the 8th was my other account, my other family, technically speaking. And I played that off stream. I had all the time in the world to be able to do these things. Oh, you're very welcome. And yeah, not so many people are streaming. There was one guy I follow called Alpha Gammo. He's quite good. He's doing this, well, very good. He was streaming this on very hard. I'm very much a normal scrub.
The accession of Pharaoh
But
to the throne of Egypt
yeah,
has ushered in a new
he
era
recommended
of
using this
learning and
program
artistic
called
achievement. A royal cemetery is to be established at Saqqara,
where did I
as
put
the
it?
eternal resting place for nobles such as Hezre
Called
and Kabbalah,
DXWND.
Pharaoh's trusted courtiers.
So I just typed it up for you.
Sites shall also contain a monument the like of which the world has never seen before.
And that's good
I,
for
Pharaoh
essentially
Vizier Imhotep, have conceived a new form of sacred tomb for
making it better to run, I suppose. It optimizes it and lets it run in a window. But I haven't been having problems with the getting to run in window mode following the... Actually, what am I saying? I have the technology to be able to send you to the link that helped me. We have the technology. We are in the future after all. I'll just smack it in the chat. So yeah, the patches are here. The down in the comments they have some of the troubleshooting, and if you follow this guide step by step, which is roughly what I did, and then see if anyone's already asked the uploader of the guide if something is working or not, you should be able to patch this game and make it not only runnable in widescreen, but also, well, streamable. My suggestion though, as I said, remember to use window capture, not game capture. Regardless, as fun as Pharaoh is, it's quite late here. It's well past 3 AM. Creeping on to 4. And yes, we are the Moss family. And yeah, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, then please consider following me so you can, well, catch more of my streams. I'm also active on Discord to an extent. You're very welcome, Mira. And yeah, good night to everyone, or good evening, or whichever one it is. Thanks, I will have a good rest. Have a good time of day, whichever one it is on your end. And good night and goodbye. Thanks.